Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another educational informative Dead by Daylight Survivor game on Rotten Fields. Now, Rotten Fields is not a very good map for Survivor because there is a lot of dead zones, and a lot of the time solo queue players will utilize the resources in the middle of the map. Rather than running and working on one of these gens within the proximity, I'm going to wait a few seconds. The killer is currently in chase with nobody. I'm going to give 5 seconds, and I'm going to work on the gen in front of me. 5, 4... 3, like these gens are in the open beside each other with very little to no pallet and no windows to utilize. I'm not a big fan of Rotten Fields. It can be very devastating for a player to try and play. 4 people on gens is illegal. The killer shouldn't really allow that to ever happen. Even if you're a trapper, you should have had something like corrupt intervention in order to stop it. I don't know who the killer is. The only thing I can think is either it's a preparation-based killer like a hag, or it's a Huntress. There you go. I'm very surprised at the fact that it was a Huntress. She can hit a lot of really easy hits through the corn here. Now, we don't know what add-on she has. She's kicking the gen. I'm going to rotate a little wider. Yep, so what do we got here? Yep, I'm going to just sidestep that. Looks like she has nowhere to hide because my line of sight was blocked then, by the way. I don't know if she actually downed this guy or not, or if he put himself into dying state. Let's have a look at a second. Looks like they're getting healed up. Yeah, we'll take the double heal on him real quick. Okay, he wants to work on a gen. I agree. Let's get it done. Good call. All right. Good start for the Huntress, but she left him down, and she came over. She would have had protection on a generator. I don't like where I currently am, where I'm going to have to medium vault the window or get sandbagged by my allies. Alright. Alright, looks like she's actually coming for me still. Oh, she turned. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so she might have the add-on when she reloads her hatchets. She loses a heartbeat. Very good add-on. Now, the issue here is we're going to lead to a 3-gen on the other end of the map. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to run to that loop there because I don't want to run a loop with an ally at a tile because we're going to accidentally sandbag each other. I would rather split and move to the right. Despite the left loop being 10 times better than the right, I would rather make sure that we're in 2 different places at the same time. Okay. So we got this generator done. Good job by my ally. I haven't really done much. I floated in between 2 gens. I would love to work on this. However, it's going to lead to a really gross 3-gen. I saw that. Might be a bit of Murmur player. It looks like it is a bit of Murmur player. I don't want to drop it early. She has no heartbeat. Keep moving. Whoop. Whoop. That's unfortunate. I will drop it early. It's alright. Looks like she's got the begrimed head because she's walking around to try and get the hatchet in my back. So she's got lethal pursuer and begrimed head. What does that mean? So when she hits me with a hatchet, my aura is revealed for 5 seconds, but with lethal pursuer, it's revealed for 7 seconds. I should have played around the tile a bit more, but the issue with Rotten Fields is where was the window? Where was the utilization available at the pallet? There wasn't. I needed to drop the pallet. I needed to rotate away. I said what she had before she did it. I was unable to sidestep the hit. Unfortunately, if she missed that, I would have been able to make it to the shack and a rotation around the shack. Now, the good news in this situation, I've gone down early, which is bad for the team. What is the good news? The good news is we have kindred, and we can all see what each other are doing. We know where the killer is. We know what the intent is. That's still going to lead to a 3-gen on that side of the board, which is bad. I don't agree with that pallet, but some work is better than no work. She's done 2 hooks for 2 gens. We're in a pretty comfortable spot. They don't have to rush and save me. I have 70 seconds to hit struggle, 60 seconds from struggle to hit death. So I have all the time in the world, and I am in a bit of an awkward spot. Speaking of awkward spots, he's in the middle of the map, isolated in the basement. She should have either came for the hook save earlier or left it. She's going straight for that, which is good for us. There we go. We got that quick hook save. Let's block line of sight. I do have BT on me, so I can actually make a break for this loop over here. I don't like where I currently am right now. Let's get the gen done with my ally. Do you think I want to be healed, or do you think we should prioritize saving the guy from the basement? I can already tell you the correct answer. It's prioritizing the guy from the basement rather than saving me. I'm injured and I've already been hooked, so is it my job to save the basement, or is it my allies? It's my allies. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have went down, but that is okay. We're going to stand here. That way we can play around the rock a bit better. Is the killer in chase with anyone? The answer is no, meaning she's probably going back to the basement with a 0-meter heartbeat because she probably has the add-on to mask her heartbeat. Do you see that? She knew exactly where I was, and she's going for a hatchet on me right now. And I see you see me, which is a very hard angle, but she's now interested in the basement because there is a player in the basement coming out. Now, if she gets a down on him, she can rehook him back in the basement unless he has Decisive Strike, showing you the sheer case power in DS. You did a great hook save, and now she's rotating away. It'd be perfect if she came over here and stacked with me on the gen. However, this is solo queue. Keep that in mind. The killer has 2 gens there and 1 gen here. I don't have a really great loop to work with. I would love to heal as well. That is a very good Sibel player coming in with a heal. That way I can actually use drama. I can play the next loop I'm currently available at. Now, we know that she has the begrimed hatchet and lethal pursuer. She might also have bitter murmur because the way she's responded based off after doing an unhook, okay? or after a generator is completed. I'm not sure what else she has, but I haven't seen any stability on generators, so you can look and think and go, alright, maybe she's running up all ears, nowhere to hide. She's looking at gen stability, because she kicked that gen over there and she knew where I was, and I'm like, that's a little interesting, unless she had, you see that? That's a locker. Unless she had darkness reveals, that way she opened a locker, saw my aura because I'm within 4 meters of a locker, and then she tried to hatchet me. I think that is more likely the case. Alright, she's going for a hatchet across the board. You can hear it. So that's Bitter Murmur as well. So we got Bitter Murmur, we got Darkness Reveals, we got Lethal Pursuer, we got the Begrimed Hatchet, and I don't know what the 4th and final perk is. What I do know is there's not many good areas that you can hide from on this map. Rotten Fields is probably one of the best ones she can have because she can hit you out in the open in an awkward area. I see the other girl running back behind me, which is fine. We got 2 gens neighboring each other, which is pretty close and pretty inconvenient. Alright, so it might be nowhere to hide that 4th and final perk. I'm actually going to sit here. I am hittable because my hitbox is actually above the generator, but if I'm quick enough with my crouch key, she won't be able to land it. Now, he can stay on the ground a bit longer because she can't pick him up. She picks him up, the other girl finishes a gen. Or, alternatively, she stops her from finishing the gen, and then I work on this gen. See how the other girl was forced off the generator? She didn't kick the gen. I'm going to run straight in and do this. She's going for a hatchet. She's going to look at the follow-up to kill her. Or down her, I should say. I'm going to look at finishing this objective. I can't do it in time, but what I can do is block line of sight. She's moving right. I'm moving right. I got her high knees off, which is nice. Block line of sight, as long as I can. Pop my nose out and then hide it. That's very inconvenient. I don't make a lap because she has hatchets. Woo! Close. And we got a little sidestep at the last second, redeeming ourselves. I've already made this. Oh, that was a good hatchet, but we already made it. If that hit me, I wouldn't have been upset. I would have been mightily fine impressed. Now, she will see my aura right now, too. Aura is being revealed to her through Darkness Reveals, because I was right beside a locker. I have to be careful, because I can't see her, but if I'm glowing pink, she can see me, because the corn obstructs my vision. However, doesn't obstruct hers. Straight at the door, start working away. I feel like I got a little lucky on the sidestep, but that does come down to practicing against a Huntress. She is quite a popular killer to verse too. I'm going to 99 the door, look for a player, look for a heal, and make a decision off of that. She didn't go for a hit from the Harvester. She can't angle that. I will eat my words, bro. I don't want to open that. I want to try and help my ally, but I feel like she's going to go for something sneaky. I don't want to leave this guy because this guy was MVP. I don't want to take credit and say I was the best player this game. Didn't happen. I went down early. I provided my information through Kindred. I need to find my ally to heal. Everybody on my team is full health but me, and she hasn't picked him up. There we go. That's awesome. Sorry, I thought this was the guy in dying state. This guy was the MVP, not the guy who's getting hooked right now. I will try my best to help this gentleman, but we'll see where he gets hooked. Keeping in mind that the killer is most likely... She could have Blood Warden, actually. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we've called out her build. No Blood Warden. Can't see. She's filling her hatchets. No, she is not. She's pulling her hatchets out. This is going to be awkward to try and save. Not impossible, but awkward. I don't know about popping your nose out there, sweetheart. Hatchets on everyone. Whole team needs to reset, which is unfortunate. She can heal herself, which is good. If she checks the locker, I'm going for the save. After you, cutie. Straight line. Don't try and sidestep it. Now, unfortunately, I lost my toolbox or my flashlight doing that, but I was able to save my ally. If she's trying to sidestep, I have to just mimic. I don't have to look over my shoulder. I have to mimic what the person in front of me is doing. That's all I have to do. Most of the time, you have to look over the shoulder, but this is a situation where you don't. Oh, okay. Alright, looks like she's actually given up here. It's gonna land, that's okay, we're gonna get out of there. That's gonna be an educational, informative solo queue, Dead by Daylight game. Just showcasing that some of the people you get in solo queue are quite good. Now, the Huntress had a lot of aura reading, but we were able to understand her build and do what we needed to do in order to counter it. She lost the game when she decided to chase me to the corner of the map, while everybody got to heal, everybody got to reset. She had a guy hooked in the basement at the beginning. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the educational, informative video, make sure you tune into the live stream. I do educational, informative DVD content over at Twitch if you guys want to pop on in. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the fog in the next video. Have a good one. Cheers.